Saber Interactive are dropping updates like they are being coached by DJ Khaled.
Another one.
This will be the 4th patch/update Saber has done since the game has released. But is Saber helping the game or ruining the gameplay experience in their search for the ultimate balance for Evil Dead the game? The balance update has made one side better than the other. So which side should you choose? Welcome to Mr. Unleashed World, and in this video we are going to be talking about Evil Dead the game and which side is better to play after the balance update from June 20th. So when the game first released, there was an update a few weeks later. It has been a couple after that, but now Saber is getting into balancing the characters since the game is a month old and some characters on the Survivor and Demon side is being exposed. There was a big disadvantage playing as the Demon. For example, one of the issues was how fast Infernal Energy is used up when you possess anything, and Infernal Energy is never around like you're allergic to it. Well, now that the balance patch is here, there are major concerns from the community that Saber may have made a wrong turn somewhere. I want to give a shout out to another YouTuber that's doing content on Evil Dead that goes by the name of Sledge. He did a quick mock-up of the buffs and the nerfs for survivors and demons. Go check him out. So looking at the balance updates they did, you can instantly tell who was favored in this new update. Instead of tweaking some balancing in favor of the demons just to make it more fair, Saber decided to nerf a lot of the positives on the survivor side of things. Let's go over a few of the general update balance changes. First, Saber nerfed the survivor's headshot damage to boss demons. Now each headshot that's done to a demon, the damage has been reduced from 1.5 to 1.25. Now that this is done, it will be interesting to see how effective hunters can be with their ranged weapons. Hunters don't get beat up as bad as support survivors, but they are not warrior survivors who can withstand a lot of damage. If Saber is nerfing the one thing hunters are known for, then really all you is doing is making them more dangerous to the other survivors if they are possessed by the demon. Not only did hunters lose some of their effectiveness, Saber decided to nerf the regeneration for hunters' stamina by moving the stamina from 35 points per second to 20 points per second. I noticed playing as the hunter my stamina would drain normally, but I would have to buy a little more time than usual to get my stamina back, so I found myself taking more hits from basic units instead of being able to dodge out of danger. Then Saber for some reason decided to nerf survivor abilities, and they did it really strategically. If there was a survivor ability that benefited the survivor in a damageful way, the devs tried to nerf it. You'll get a nerf. You'll get a nerf. They're doing the best open impression they can. Take Lord Arthur for example. His melee bonus damage was decreased from 30% to 20%, which makes Lord Arthur less enticing. Warrior Ash Shield Blast damage received a major nerf too. The damage dealt was dropped from 200 to 125, and the devs also nerfed Ash Wiseman Potion, dropping the duration time by 5 seconds, increasing the cooldown time by 30 seconds, and reducing the damage by 20%. I seen these changes from a mile away because Warrior Ash was souped up at the game launch, and it was only a matter of time before the devs decided to do something. Cheryl was also hit once again with a nerf by decreasing the effects of her healing area from 6 meters to 5 meters. This is the second time they decided to nerf Cheryl. In another month, Cheryl may be useless if this pace continues. These are just a few survivors to name. So again, another win for the demon side. And don't be surprised if you see Ellie Ghost's character used more than usual since he was a big problem before the balance change. The developers may have overdid it and tilted the scale too far into the demon's court because yes, you made it more favorable to play as Evil Ash and Henrietta. Henrietta to me is the most difficult demon to win with, but the developers just made Ellie Ghost even more powerful. Ellie Ghost was the only demon that needed a nerf, but did they nerf Ellie Ghost? No. Instead, they made the basic and elite units more durable, which I don't understand why. The boss of Ellie Ghost is tough to bring down, so in my opinion, his basic and elite units need to be even more easier to clear out. They already do damage when they explode, so why do they need more balance bar and less stun time is a mystery to me. If playing as a support survivor like Ash, and you end up alone against the demon player, you will most likely lose. There used to be a chance, but now these buffs will make you turn off the game and say, F you, Ellie Ghost. Now, I knew this was going to happen. Saber is getting flooded with everyone's issues and is trying to adjust things accordingly, but are now causing the game more issues that could hurt the playability of the game. I am seeing demons possess survivors like clockwork. If the survivors are not working together to complete the mission, then with this new balance update, the road to victory in Evil Dead will be a tough one, and much harder than it was before. If you look at the general balance adjustments to the Gadarian Demon, all you see is buffs to the possession of Deadites and Elites, giving an extra boost to health. With demon players finding survivors within minutes of the match, if done the right way, this makes the demon a problem from the get-go. These demon buffs and survivor nerfs will make playing as a survivor more difficult than I think developers realize. Now I'm pretty certain another balance update will happen reversing some of the change that was made. Read this question and answer below to see where everyone in the Evil Dead community stands. So in my opinion, if you were a bad demon player, now you're a decent one. If you were a decent demon player, you are now a good one, and so on. Try playing as the demon now and let me know if you feel the difference in the gameplay. I will be here for the next change in Evil Dead the Game, so consider subscribing to see if anything will change from a demon or a survivor standpoint. Because let's face it, there's no such thing as a balance in a game of this genre. Welcome to Mr. Unleashed World.